Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to SME United. My name is Alan Low, your speaker of today. Today we have a topic, very popular topic. It's about grant. It is Enterprise Development Grant. We just call it EDG. The grant is from Enterprise Singapore. And there's many areas in EDG grant, and we focus on core capability, financial management, story time. When I was young, I was in Hong Kong. So when there's no TV, it's very difficult to get a TV. So we pay like 10 cents, 5 cents to go to neighbor to watch a TV, like black and white one. So I still remember this advertisement saying that, oh, you have to save money in the bank. I mean, you put the money in the bank and do the saving. What's the purpose? Maybe for your future investment, to buy a house, or for your set up company. And slowly the bank will say, no saving, borrow loan from me. So they will say, I borrow a bank loan from the bank, and it's a lot of interest, right? I have to pay company interest. And then later, people will like to get fund by public listing. And nowadays, there's very popular is equity crowdfunding. They use crowdfunding to raise fund. So whatever all this, if you are a Singapore company, there are many blessings because there's a many government grant available for you, but it's not subsidized. It's a co-funding. So during this COVID-19 period, actually the supporting level increased from 60% to 80%. So today, pay some attention on this grant. See whether you can eligible to some of the grant. Okay, today we have Jose with me. Jose.
Yes, good afternoon. Okay, SME United, please help us to share this live streaming so more people can hear our webinar, and also like our Facebook page. If you are seeing through this live streaming through our Facebook, SME United, please like our page, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's a button right below, just subscribe so that you will receive our future updates and webinars. Okay, next, SME United is a platform for collaboration, exchange, and networking. And we share ideas on business transformation in terms of technology, digitization, innovation, and leadership in order for us to excel and thrive in this volatile environment. Okay, I'd like to introduce about the speaker and cloud consulting. Alan Look, he's our principal consultant. Okay, he's also a chartered accountant, a PMC, which is an official approved consultant for government grants, and he worked in many leading MNCs and listed companies. Cloud consulting. We are PMC, consultants for government grants, and also a company secretary, as we are also a registered filing agent. We are chartered accountants, CFO, and CIO, and provide taxation services. We perform process improvements for organizations and for SMEs for Lean Six Sigma projects. And we have 12 years of experience in SOX internal audit, C-SOX, J-SOX, and US SOX, which provides outsourced internal audit. Our next focus is on SME digitization in accounting and in HR. We introduce Zero, Financial, and HR easily to our clients. Thank you. You can contact Alan Look, our principal consultant, Alan at cloudconsulting.com, and enjoy your 1 hour free consultation. Listen in to Alan. Thank you.
Yeah, please contact me if you, after this session, you think I may want to apply the Singapore grant, Enterprise Singapore grant. Just call me or even email me. Okay, today the topic is EDG, Enterprise Development Grant. There's many areas. We cannot complete it with this time limit. I only focus on core capability. Now you see, EDG grant, actually, there are 3 areas. Core capability to build your foundation. Innovation and productivity, meaning is to help you to develop your product design, or even to help you to develop some technology to improve your productivity. The third one is market access. Market access is like, for example, you want to invest in Myanmar. Last week we talked about Myanmar. Then you can apply this market access grant to support some of your expenses. Now, core capability, you remember the 3 areas. Now I will focus on core capability grant to build the foundation. Like a baby, you must give the baby a good milk. So from first 1 year old to 5 years old, they build their foundation, then become a good teenager, and become an adult. Your company same. So the core capability is more to help you to develop your foundation and then prepare for your future growth. Like a baby, they before he become an adult, he need a transformation, right? So to help you in this core capability. Now, what does it mean by core capability? Like there's 5 areas. Like it doesn't need to like do an MBA, then you understand this is a basic area for your business. Finance, human resources, business strategies, customer service, marketing. Marketing is really a look at how you market your product. Business strategy is a look at your whole company strategy for future growth. And today we talk about financial management. Why financial management? You look at the grant, you want to do something with the financial management. You know why? Because there's a lot of time you want to grow your business, even you get investors. The first thing is like, hey, give me your financial statement. Give me your P&L balance sheet. A lot of SME actually, they only have their financial statement once a year. Or you have to understand how much you have in the bank and what is the potential sales in future, the 3 to 5 years. So it's a lot of things you want to learn it and consolidate your foundation and help your future grow, and even train your management team to take good custody of your asset. You look at the EDG grant, you open the Enterprise Singapore, they will tell you, to build up your foundation, and the scope is more to these 3 areas: gap analysis, recommendation, and develop a roadmap for your future growth. Now, I will explain this detail in later. So this is exactly the EDG grant website will tell you this is the area that you can cover, and you can spend money on these three area, and then you get a claim. The first thing is like, overall it's about risk management. So identify your business risk exposure, and then I'll optimize your risk management in internal control, financing system, and investment structure, and also can help you to do the tax planning. This is the project you can be approved and get the claim. Now, exciting moment is get the tips from me. I'm a practitioner, so probably you get some tips to how to apply and claim the EDG grant successfully. For example, your project is financial management, and the total qualifying cost is 40,000. Anything less than 40,000, the project is considered to be small, and then you can get it less work, and you get approved faster. And outcome there, your cash payout is only 8,000. That means you can claim back 32,000. If let's say the whole thing is about 80% support level. Or your project 100,000, you only need to pay 20,000. And you can also apply the cash advancement. You need to get some advice from your consultant how to do it. Go to the Enterprise Singapore website. They will teach you step by step how to get advancement to ease your cash flow. Now the tips are like if you when you apply, first thing is to get your certified consultant. Like me, I'm a PMC certified. You must have the right and certified consultant, because they are the one to come out the plan, come out the project outline, then get approval. The second one is like you are a Singapore registered company, meaning is that you are registered with ACRA and you are UEN, and your shareholding must have 30% or more local shareholding. That means it's like a Singaporean individual, you get shareholding more than 30%. And also financial viable, meaning is like they will look at your 3 years financial statement and see whether you have the money to pay, and then to do the co-funding project. So I have a client like even the 2.5 years when they apply with approved, they approve it. So, and of course, when you apply, the management really keen on the project, and then follow Enterprise Singapore grant application guideline, and applied it through business grant portal with Corp Pass. And somebody asked me, Alan, how to is it a SME only? How about non-SME? Yes, non-SME also can apply. So the differences between SME and non-SME is whenever your annual sales less than 100 million, you are SME, or your employees, your worker number is less than 200 workers, so you are considered to be SME. If you are non-SME, you can still apply. It's only that your supporting level is from 50% to 60%. Okay, so you have the project apply. You are successful. You're so happy. It usually take like shortest time is 3 weeks. The longer period I experience our clients, it takes 3 months. So you need to assign someone in your company, usually your CEO or director, as an acceptor to accept the letter of offer. Once you're approved, Singapore Enterprise will send you a letter of offer, and then you accept it in the business grant portal. Check whether the project timelines. Let's say you when you got approved is already in June, then the deadline they say is only you have to complete by July. Then you must extend the timeline. Usually they allow you to extend 6 months. Only one time I cannot extend 2 times. And sign the contract with your consultant. When you apply, I already mentioned, let's say you use cloud consulting, then your letter of offer very clear say that cloud consulting is your consultant, and then you must sign a contract. You cannot sign any contract before the project approval, or because this is a requirement. So once you implement, there's few things you need to be very pay attention, a lot of attention on letter offer. You open the letter offer, there's a lot of wordings, right? You understand the qualifying cost. You may apply 100,000 maybe here. You say, oh, your qualifying cost is only 80,000. So then you understand what kind of deliverables and for your qualifying cost and qualifying period. I told you before, you can extend it so you can all the costs are qualified for the claim. Enjoy the project and what you learn, and then complete the qualifying period. So you have to pay. Let's say your project is 40,000. You have to pay your consultant 40,000 first. You have to come up 40,000 and pay your supplier and consultant. Then you claim it because you have to present your received and invoice to show the auditor that you have paid, and then they can claim according to what you have paid. So again, from because of COVID-19, from 1st of April this year until end of this year, the supporting level for SME already increased to 80%, and the non-SME increased to 60%. If you want to do it within this year. After that, you have to write a project report in order to claim the 80%, to say that what have you learned, what kind of concept you have learned in this project, and then what you're going to do in future for this learning. Open a bank to link to the grant agent so that they can transfer the money to you. After the project, don't stop at that time. Must carry on to implement whatever you have learned, upgrade your core capability. Not difficult, right? So it is like, because I have experience in it, I can share this. Okay, now I give you one case study. Basically, it's really a real project, but of course, I will say to tell you what's the name of the company, but they gone through this project and get the claim successfully also. So basically, it's a financial management project. The project title is Financial Process Improvement. So that means it's in the letter of offer, they will state clearly the project called Financial Process Improvement. So I will tell what's the benefit for you as an SME to get this project. It's because you want to have financial freedom. Oh my God, you don't worry about the finance because everything is in control. Everything is about internal control. After this project, you have better internal control in your company. You can attract your investor. You want to see whether your company is making money for the past 3 years. You press a button, you go to the cloud accounting software, or the investor will see that, oh, clearly you really make money. Of course, with this project, you can prepare yourself to go for the public listing. This second board called Catalyst is really a customer doing it now. Of course, you need a sponsor to approve your internal control, but for this, you can improve your internal control, engaging us to improve the internal control, so that you will reduce some of the money in the listing cost. Of course, the whole project finished after all this kind of learning. You improve your sustainability, meaning is that your company will last very long. You don't want to last for a few years, right? You want to have 10 years, 20 years. So the project will improve your sustainability. Of course, when you engage us, we work for our team, work for SGX listed company, US listed company, China listed company, and Big Four. So when you engage us, the cost is much lower than those large, large consulting firm. Plus the grant, I think you really worth it. So the project objective is improve the internal control. Basically, is increase your efficiency. Meaning is like you do it, minimize resources, but you still achieve your objective and you're getting done with minimized resources, less manpower, less time to do it. And of course, we look at internal control, also look at your the compliance issue, like accounting standard, like tax, like all this kind of regulation, and then achieve the company objective. This is a project objective. Possible outcome is maybe your monthly closing. I have client, they close account once a year, but after the improvement, they probably get it within 1 month, or actually reduce to like only a few days you can close the account. Well, for this real project, they're actually financial improvement project. The approach is like talk to your staff, interview, review your report and document system workflow, and then we do the gap analysis. Finally, we have a recommendation report. Now, this is important. Basically, it's like what is the end product? What kind of deliverables you can have? The first thing is these are 5 areas in this project, and this is really get approval from the grant agent. So high level risk assessment, gap analysis, draft the policy and procedure, have a recommendation report, and training. Okay, high level risk assessment. You look at your entity level and look at what is a high risk area. Hey, Alan, how to define what is high risk and low risk? Let's say, for example, you now you go out and to have a to buy some stationery or food. Is it high risk? Yeah, it's not high risk if you don't wear a mask. It's very high risk. Or you so everything got risk. You even cross a road got risk. Okay, so basically you look at 2 areas. Is it happen every time? And once it happen, is it have a lot of impact? For example, you have petty cash every day. You lost $1. Over a whole year, you lost $365. Yeah, it happen every day, but it doesn't make a lot of impact because you only lose $300 only. But let's say if you are fraud means people steal money from your company. Maybe only once every 5 years, but once if it's still 1.5 million, it's real case payroll, then it's still considered to be high risk, although it don't happen every day. Deliverable 2, gap analysis. So when we say gap analysis, is really comparing your current state. What are you doing now? And then what are your desired state? Compare it, then you will know what is your gap, and then we recommend from it. So for this financial management, we look at the risk and control. Basically, your current state, any risk, and then you have risk. So the desired state is the best practice control. This is a gap analysis. Current state, what is it now? What happened in your company? Any risk? If there's a risk, then identified it, and then after that, I will give you a suggestion on control. Very cheap, right? So I give you example. For example, a cash collection. Like for example, your sales. Sometimes you have cash sales. Customer come to your shop and buy something from you and give you cash. Then, for example, today you collect 10,000 cash. So a lot of risk, right? You cannot keep it inside the office. You have to put in the safety box. So let's say the cash receipt. The current state is like, oh, your cash receipt, you must register, right? Either you put it in the register in the counter, cash register, or sales book. You have to register, but the risk is that you may not register all the cash received. So this is the current state. The control I suggest to you is like use each cash register at POS, like a POS system, like it's just a software called VAN, your POS system, to register all the cash sales, so it won't go wrong. Let's say you have the cash of 10,000, they have to go to the bank and deposit, right? So I will look at your current state, or then you find out that, oh, actually, all the cash may not be deposited to bank. It's true, when I work for a company that there's a lot of cash, so they usually put in the bank. So that day, the driver actually bring the cash to deposit to the bank. They're supposed to have 3 cash back. So at the end of the day, we find that actually supposed to be 10,000, and then they only put in the bank 6,000. 4,000 is gone. You know what I do? I really go to the bank. I look at the CCTV and find out actually he only bank in 2 cashback. One disappear. So I suggest like we go to bank and deposit the bank. Better get 2%, or maybe we find it out because it's the same thing. We register the cash is 10,000, but the bank in slip come back is only 6,000. Then we find out it's 4,000 disappear. Outcome is, of course, I find out he stole it, and then yeah, so we take the legal action accordingly. So it's another new concept is about internal control. I talk about internal control this many times. It's more about to improve. Is about console. It's a system called console. There's a nowadays is only this one authority in internal control to improve your operational efficiency, reliability of financial report, and your regulatory compliance. So in this project, we use console framework to help the company to do the gap analysis. This is 5 elements. I just go through those important elements is like control environment is a culture, whether your company improving integrity or not. And then risk assessment, just now I mentioned, and then do you have control activities to mitigate the risk? And then whether you have the information, like do you have apps, accounting software to communicate all the information with your staff? Finally, is monitoring. This is really powerful framework for your internal control. Then in this project, I also like help them to develop a risk management framework. Everything risk is about to achieve the objective. Let's say I want to achieve 100 million revenue for this year. This is objective. I set an objective. Then event identification, or probably I can identify all this maybe depression for this year. Now we have a depression because of COVID. Maybe we have like a customer will change their taste. They don't buy your product anymore. Then you find this all risk. Then you have to identify this risk assessment and get the response to mitigate this kind of risk. Probably like get the company grant to support your cash flow, or train your staff during this area, because most of the time we are working from home. So this is a risk management framework. And then after that we have a risk control matrix. This is a sample, meaning is like just now I say the cash. Let's say we risk of not all the cash bank in, and then actually we have to put the control is like doesn't go there, and then compare the banking slip. This is a purchase example, also same. We got LCM. Of course, we also look at the fraud. Fraud meaning is like there's a lot of research show that a lot of company will lose money because of the fraud. It's very high chance that a lot of company experience it. It's just like the amount either is low or high. And then the fraud triangle concept is very interesting. It's like, your company provide opportunity for people to steal? Let's say if you have strong internal control, you stop the opportunity. If you don't, you give the opportunity for people to steal money from your company. The pressure is that the one who steal or fraud because they need the money. They only have 4,000 a month, but actually they're driving a Mercedes they're living in a private condo. Oh, there's a lot of pressure for them to steal. Rationalization. One of my colleague actually is a pastor and volunteer in the prison. So when you say that we interview a lot of inmate in prison, are you guilty? Most of them say that no, I'm not guilty because they have their reason to break the law, to break the regulation. So when the people really have the reason, oh, your company has so much money, I still some money, what? So they will do this kind of fraud. So during the project, we identify the fraud risk and improve the fraud in, management. Finally, we will develop a whistleblowing process for people to whistleblow. You know what happened is like when we have whistleblowing process, who will behave themselves? Most of the time is the middle management and to top management. Yeah, when they have a chance to abuse the power, once the whistleblowing process is up, they know that people will report or complain. They will they will be very humble and be abiding to the law. So it's very powerful process. You can get the grant and do this. Policy procedure, yeah, I just mentioned have the develop a roadmap, right? The roadmap is more to like I will draft the policy procedure, like whistleblowing policy, fraud management policy, risk management policy, and the major financial process policy. Let's say sales, collection, payment, and purchase. So this will help you to have a roadmap for your financial management. Of course, and finally, we have a recommendation report. Oh my God, this is like 50 pages, even 100 pages for you to follow, then and tell you what is the risk, what is the uh, recommendation. So in the recommendation report, I will state clearly what's the problem, what's the current state, design state, risk, recommendation, and action plan. So finally, training. So you are aware that actually there's a lot of uh, grant for you to support your staff for training, right? Yeah, why not you just have a EDG grant? So in the EDG grant, after the recommendation, you can request us to give you training to your staff. You can have many sessions, one session, five session, or whatever. So it's really, really benefit to your company. Okay, so almost end of this session. Before that, I will let you take away something. You asked me, Alan, why we need to do the EDG grant. Of course, the supporting level it also increased, but why during the COVID-19 period, how can we do the project and why we need to do it now? Yeah, you see, your staff most of the time stay at home, and honestly, a lot of customers they actually the sales are already dropped like 50%, 40%. And it seems that there's a lot of time available, right? And then if you have this grant now, it's good because when the sales is not really that good and frequent, get the grant. Let's say the grant is 40,000, you only have to pay 8,000. Then you have all this kind of improvement and consolidate your business for your future growth. It makes sense, right? Like last time, like SARS period, also same. When we say we can't, the sales drop and then we can't do much, it's a time for you to build your foundation and get the grant to improve your core capability. Again, I meant then how to conduct the project. Sooner or Team or Edge. There's so many e-meeting software we can do the training or interview and you can put all the documents in Google Drive or Dropbox so that we can review the document. We don't need to come to your office anymore during this COVID-19, but just like collaborate and put everything in the cloud technology software and make it happen. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. The most important is we still can have a lot of things to do during the COVID-19 and stay at home. So please consider the EDG grant for financial management, even HR. I also have project in financial human resources. Um, Call me and contact me, and then we will give you a consultation. Before I end, Jose, you want to say something?
I think it's a great opportunity right now to tap into whatever government grants that's available to build up your uh, company core capabilities. So when COVID is over, the new norm started. So that you can have a long-term sustainability, and then you'll be able to also look for new revenue stream because the environment is getting challenging. So we are helping different SMEs to tap into all these government grants. So take the opportunity and take the benefit out of it at the moment. So please help us to share this live streaming so that we would want more SME people, business owners, entrepreneurs to listen in and to gain from all these resources and information that you can get. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any questions or anything that you can ask, you want to ask, you can email to Alan@cloudconsulting.com. Cloud is double O, or you can contact Alan at this number. So to enjoy your free business consultation and also free business assessment for the first round. So we hope you can gain out everything from this session. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So don't forget, we have appointment on every Saturday 2 p.m. and we have new area to explore. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you very much. Bye.